Yeah, hi, good afternoon, guys. I'm audible.
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Okay, so can you tell me, like, what did you learn yesterday? Kaustuv and Yuvraj.
Methods,
Okay, and
difference between class and object.
okay, so what is class?
Class is the blueprint of object.
Okay, and what about object?
Okay, object is
Mm-hmm. Hi, Priyanka. I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you tell me about the object? So, what is the object basically?
The object is an real-time entity which has both state and behavior.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so can you give me one example regarding that class and object?
If we take a bike as a class, like general properties,
Mm-hmm.
bike as a class, in that bike we have different types of bike names. So that is object.
Okay, the good thing. So basically
Like,
today we need to start at OOPS. Okay. Mm-hmm. Basically the OOPS means we can say it's object oriented programming. Okay. So what is OOPS? Basically the OOPS is a way to organize your code by grouping the related data and methods, data and behavior into your object. Okay, the grouping related data and behavior into the object. So we can say for it's a oops. Okay.
sir. Your screen is not visible.
Okay. mm, no.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, the basically object oriented programming is a way to organize code by grouping the related data and proper like behavior into the object. I will write those things here. So we need to organize the code by grouping the related data and behavior. What is the related data? Related data means as a properties. Okay, and behavior means method. Okay, thought. So we can say in the oops, okay, related data and behavior, because of we need to organize the code. Basically, why need this oops actually? Okay, we need to write why oops. Okay, basically, if you want to keep code as organized and it's easy to manage, for that thing, so we are choosing the oops. Okay, so here we can say one more thing, it's allow the reuse the code instead of writing the same thing over and over. Okay, and third thing we can say regarding that makes it easier to update and extend the functionality. Okay, these are the three things. For the three reasons we are using that oops. The first thing, we are keeping the code as organized and easy to manage, and next thing, it's allowing the reuse code instead of writing the same thing over and over, and third thing, it's making it easier to update or extend the functionality. Okay, so this is regarding the why the oops. Okay, so we can take one example, like a real world example. The real world example is a zoo. Okay, so the thing, okay, in zoo you can choose one any animal. Okay, I will choose a lion. Okay, so in the lion, okay, so we can see the properties and method in the line. Okay, so what are the properties? So properties means a name, species and color. Name and species, okay, species and color. Okay, these are things regarding properties. So next thing we can see the methods. Okay, the methods are basically it's roaring and hunting, we can say roar, okay, and hunt. These are the methods for line. We can take one more example, a bird. Okay, in the bird basically you can see the properties like properties, the same thing is name, species, names, species and color. Okay, the methods we can say it's fly. So it's fly and sing. So these are the two examples for the oops concepts. Okay, the first thing is the property and second is the method is very important. Okay, so method in the sense property in the sense it's a data, method in the sense it's a action. Okay, so this is regarding the oops. Okay, in the oops we can see the features like class, object and encapsulation and that inheritance and abstraction, and one more it's a more polymorphism. Okay, so yesterday we have seen that class and object. Okay, so we can see again the class and object for the next string. Okay, here the class. Okay, so basically class is the blueprint for creating the object. Okay, so we can create here class animal, and here uh, we need to add the constructor. The constructor is new for you guys. Okay, the constructor means we can initialize the any value in the constructor is a like function only. Okay, it's helps to create the like initialize the value. Okay, so for the animal we have the two properties, name and spaces. Okay, so name or spaces, so we need to store in that name and spaces. We store name and name. So in Java we can store like this dot name is equal to, we can add that name. Okay, so here that this dot spaces. Okay, spaces. Okay, so these two things are the regarding the property. Okay, so now we need to create a method. Okay, so basically we can like the property created by like this. Okay, now we can create a method. So method basically animal it will speak. Okay, speak. Okay, I can create one method. So here I will console system dot out dot println. Okay, it makes sound like it makes sound So here this is regarding the class. Okay, so in the object basically I will write those things here. Object is basically instance of class. Okay, uh, we can take that animal class and we need to create a new instance. Okay, I will create here. So const. Okay, I will take example like line. Okay, so here I am adding that new keyword and the animal, the class name, and here I need to add that name and species. Okay, the lion name is the Simba. I will add Simba, and species name is the lion. Okay, so now we need to uh, call that method speak. Okay, so here our output will be the make sounds. Okay, so this is regarding the class and object. Okay, so now we can see that encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation. So basically the encapsulation is the process of building the data. The data means variable and methods like a functions, okay, that operate on the data into the single unit. Okay, usually the class like it hides the internal implementation details and the expose only what is necessary. So this is regarding the encapsulation. Okay, so it's a process of bundling the data means variable. I will write those things here. There is a process, okay, of bundling the data means variable and the method means function. Okay, that operate the data into the single unit. Okay, usually the class it hides basically the internal implementation detail but expose only what is necessary, we can say. Okay, for example I will take one scenario. Okay, the scenario example I can take the capsule medicine. Capsule medicine. Okay, you can see the capsule medicine, the ingredients are protected inside the capsule. Okay, but you can't directly access them. Instead of you consume the capsule as the whole. Okay, this is regarding that encapsulation the example. So you can take one more example as a real life. There is a car. Steering wheel and accelerate allow you to control the car but without needing to understand how the engine works internally. Okay, the internal engine detail called like mechanics, fuel consumption, etc. are they encapsulated. The only necessary the functionalities are exposed. So you don't know basically internal what happening. Just you are able to see the overall the UI thing. Okay, so I will create that I will check that capsule capsule the capsule. Okay, you can can take this example. You can take this example. So basically, this is a capsule medicine. So inside the capsule, you can see that so many molecules are there. Okay, there is color like white and green, and here red and white. Okay, so just you can think. Okay, capsule called as your whole container code. And that internal molecules called variables and methods. Okay, this is regarding that encapsulation. So now you are able to see that only the container, so you don't know what is inside. Okay, so basically the one more example I can say regarding the bank account. Okay, basically the bank account allow users to deposit and withdraw the money, but restrict the direct access to the account balance. So this is one example for the encapsulation. So what is the benefits of the encapsulation, you can say? So the benefits are, it's protect the internal state of an object. Okay, and it provide the controlled access to the data. Okay, and here you can say it's enhance the security and maintainability. Okay, for that thing, so we are using this encapsulation. Okay, the first thing, encapsulation is the process of bundling the data and methods and that operate on the data into the single unit in the sense there is one capsule. Okay, inside the capsule you can see the variables and methods. Okay, and for coding example, okay, we can code regarding that bank account. Okay, Java online ID. Okay, so here we have the class name is the main. Okay, so here suppose we are creating here for the bank account. Okay, for the bank account we need to show the balance. Okay, so basically balance is the private, so only particular person can see that the balance. So we can store that balance in the private method. Okay, so for that thing we have some access modifier keywords like public and private. Okay, so we can use the private actually. Private, the basically the bank balance, it can be decimal, it can be non-decimal, but if it is decimal we need to show the exact amount. For that thing, so I am using the double. Okay, and I am creating the name is the balance. Okay, for this line we can say it's an encapsulated variable. This is called the encapsulated variable, so only particular person can see, not everyone. Okay, in the constructor we need to initialize a balance. Okay, so here public. Okay, I will create a main, and here I will take that balance double initial balance. Okay, so here I will add one condition. Okay, so if the initial balance is greater than 0, so then only we can store that balance in the you like in the UI balance. Suppose if the initial balance, this the initial balance is greater than equal to 0, okay, so then I will add those balance inside the balance variable, okay, else we can set as the balance as the 0, okay. So yeah, like this is a method regarding the initial is the balance. So now we need to create one more method for deposit the money, okay. So here we can create the public void deposit, okay, and here double amount, okay. So here um, if the person deposit the money, it's like here we need to add the condition because the money should be the greater than 1, like greater than 0, okay. So here I can add that the amount is greater than 0, the amount is greater than 0, so then I can add that balance like amount into the balance, okay. um, so here I can print that balance of amount, system dot out dot println, okay, it's deposited amount, okay. Else we need to add one error condition, like suppose if the person try to add as a negative number, so we can show that system.out.println, system.out.println, okay, the deposit like deposit amount must be in positive, the deposit amount must be positive, okay. So this is regarding the deposit method, okay. So now we need to create regarding the like that withdraw method, okay. So I will create here public void withdraw, okay. So here we need to give the double amount, okay. So here the person, okay, suppose if you have the more than 1, like more than 0, so then only the person can withdraw the amount, okay. For that thing here we are adding the condition the amount is greater than 0, and I need to add one more condition, its amount is should not like it should less than balance, less than equal to the balance, amount is less than equal to the balance, okay. So then only we can update that amount into the balance, equal to the balance amount, okay. So here we can print that system dot out dot println, the system dot println, it's withdraw, the amount is amount, okay, withdraw, yes. So if we need to add a condition for else also. Okay, so the okay, suppose the in your account there is no balance. Okay, you have to print that it's insufficient balance, insufficient fund. Insufficient fund. Okay, so the next thing we need to create one function, one method for our viewing the, viewing the balance. Okay, so for that thing here I will creating the public double get balance. Okay, here we are return the our balance. Okay, so now we need to create the so we need to create the main function. Okay, the main function, so this is our class. Okay, so this is our class. So here we can create here we can create public. So we have already know below. So we have already this method. Okay, so we can call that method, we can call that instance in the here. That's the main. Okay, and to create the object, for that thing we need to create the instance. Okay, here I'm creating an instance new main deposited amount, it's a 1000. Right back, like right now it's a balance is 1000. Okay, the account, the person trying to add like deposit 500. Okay, and again person can withdraw the money around 300. Okay, so we need to print that balance. Balance, the balance is how much? Account dot get balance. Okay, so what we have created, the first thing here, it's a private double balance encapsulated variable, and after that we have created the there it is. Here we have created the initialize the balance. Okay, and next thing we have created the deposit method for user can deposit the money. Okay, and next thing we have created one more method for the withdraw the money, user can withdraw the money also. Okay, and here we have created one more method called get balance. User can see using this method, you can see the particular balance. Okay, we can now run the code. Return balance line number 14, line number 38. Line number cannot find symbol. Deposit spelling, we have to remove that E. Okay, so here person Okay, by default we have this 1000. Okay, deposited person, how much? It's a 500. Okay, 1 minute. So I will commit this code, line number 36 and 37. You can see by default our balance is 1000. Okay, now user can able to deposit the money, default money. Now you can see the balance is 1500. Okay, so after that the user can withdraw the money. Okay, so now you can see the balance is 1200. Okay, this is regarding the encapsulation. So here what is encapsulated in the sense, this private variable is the encapsulated variable, we can say. Okay, we can try one more to add the one more amount. So we need to deposit, the person will come and deposit the amount around 10,000. Okay, so you can see the total amount, that 11,200. By default it was the 1000, then a deposit 1500, then minus 300, 1200, and 1200 plus 10,000, 10,000, like 11,200. Okay, so we have created this for the bank account. So what we can see in the ATM machine. Okay, the thing, this private variable is our encapsulated variables. No one can't see that particular variable. So you guys are understand this problem regarding the encapsulated. So why you
Yes,
are
sir.
using the encapsulated thing?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Somewhat, sir.
Okay, Priyanka, can you explain me like regarding the encapsulation, why we are using the encapsulated?
Uh, Encapsulation is like wrapping up of data numbers and function numbers in the single unit.
Okay. Can you give me one example, real time?
Like data is a,
Mm-hmm.
for example, we take a bank
Okay. Mm-hmm.
or phone pay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Like, you mean you understand this code, the overall, so what we did here?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, what about Kaustubh and Yuvraj?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Because
sir.
it's a very important, is the first pillar of the OOPS, so for that reason I'm asking actually. From here only you can start the organize your code. You need to know how to code actually from here only. So what are the variables we need to like need to make as a private? So what are the variables we need to make as a public? So from the OOPS concepts, you should, like, you need to learn regarding the rules. So do you have any queries on encapsulated?
Sir, explaining briefly, sir, on the one step.
Okay, encapsulation. Okay, the basically the encapsulation. Okay, so is encapsulation in the sense is the process. Okay, bundling the this data, and this is the method. Data in the sense variable, method in the sense function. You can see here our variable means like the balance, method in the sense the withdraw, deposit. So these are the methods, and this one it's a variable. Okay, so uh, those data and methods they operate on the data into the single unit. Okay, the single unit in the sense we can see the main thing. This main is a class. Inside the class we can see the variable and methods. Basically this variable and this methods are operate on the data into the single unit. Okay, this is regarding the encapsulation. For example, the bank account user here allow, like user can deposit the amount, but the restrict the direct access to the account balance. So we can't say the particular like the private variable to any person. So we can see the only particular person. It's unauthorized, we can say, if the other person can see. The three benefits regarding the encapsulation. First thing, it's a protect the internal state of an object, and second thing, the provide the control access to data. Okay, and enhance the security and maintainability. So these are the three things we can say for the benefits. Yeah. So you have any doubt on encapsulation?
No, sir.
Okay, and I'm not sharing this code to you because of it's a very easy. You need to write your own code actually. Okay, and I will take one session, but today the Yuvraj told me to create, like take a session regarding that class. So for that reason, I'm taking this class actually instead of that Git session. Okay, once we have created the Git session, GitHub, then you have to push your code to there only. Okay,
Sir.
the next thing, it's inheritance, the second pillar of the OOPS. Okay, there are four pillars basically. The first one it's encapsulation. Second one it's inheritance. Third one it's abstraction, and fourth one it's a polymorphism. Okay, we have completed the encapsulation, so right now we have to do the inheritance. Okay, so what is meant by inheritance? Basically, the inheritance uh, is allowed only like one class to acquire the properties and methods to the another class. Okay, like basically this promotes code reuse and hierarchical. The how means uh, you can take one real time example called car. Car is basically class. Okay, the car has a general properties like a speed, color, method, like drive. But a sports car inherit from the car class and adds a unique feature like turbo mode. Okay, you can take one more example. It's in family. Okay, the children inheritance characteristics like eye color and hair texture and facial features from their parents. Similarly, in OOPS, the child class inherit the attribute and behavior from the parent class only. Okay, you can take one more example like a university. Okay, the university can have a generic person, the category that include the common properties like name and age, the specific group like a student and professor. The inherit these properties while adding their own unique one. The unique one in the sense examples CGPA for student and salary for professors. So this is for a real time examples for inheritance. The first one it's car, second one it's a family, and third one it's a university. Okay, so basically we need to know the benefits of the inheritance. Okay, so the first benefits is the we can reduce the code duplication. The first benefits is the reduce the code duplication, and it's a simplified extension and maintenance, we can say. And here the promotes the hierarchical design in the sense parent to like child to like parent to child, child to grandchild, like that. Okay, so this is regarding the inheritance. Okay, I will create a simple problem on like simple code on inheritance. So okay, so we have the main class. Okay, uh, okay, so should I create a one more class, or do I need to continue here? I need to understand. Okay, I will create one more class, but here that code will not work because of it's a single code only. This code will work in VS Code. Okay, but I will write here only. So now the first I will create the parent class. The class, the car is our parent class. Okay, and the parent has two properties. Okay, brand and speed. Okay, so every businessman, they keep privately their brand and speed. Okay, private string, because we need to show the brand is, as a name. For that reason, so I'm took that data types as a string. Okay, and this thing private int speed. Okay, so here I will create one method regarding the car, the brand, like we need to initialize that brand and speed. Okay, the public car string brand and int speed. So here I will store those brand and speed. Brand, and this is the speed. Okay, so next thing we have to create one method name is drive, public void drive. Okay, here I will print system dot out dot println. Okay, here that brand. Okay, here the brand is driving at speed kilometer per hour. Okay, don't confuse. So we have the two variables only, the brand and speed. This the remaining things just I am adding the string or complete the sentence. Okay, this is our parent class. Okay, the class has private brand and private speed. Okay, and we have initialized that brand and the speed, and we have created the drive method. Okay, so now we need to create the child class. Okay, the class. Okay, we need to take that parent class as an extend. Okay, so we can create one more class as a sports car. Sports car. We need to extend. Okay, extends the parent car. The parent car is this one. Okay, so here in the sports car we need to hide something regarding that engine. Okay, the sports car, like the normal car, like don't have that particular engine, but sports car have some like the major engine we can say. Okay, so we need to hide that. Okay, the private boolean. Why boolean in the sense, we have like the different engine for this car, sports car, so we need to add that boolean data types. The engine name is the turbo enabled. Okay, so here we need to call that method. We need to call that method, like create a method, the public sports car, sport sports sport car, sports car. Okay, it take brand and speed. Okay, so we have one uh, function called super. Okay, so why we are using super keyword in the sense, we need to access the parent to child like that, so then we can use the particular super keyword. Super, the brand and speed. Okay, this function will call the parent class constructor we can say. And by default we can set this turbo. uh, okay, when sports car will run, then we can say this turbo car, turbo enabled as a false. Okay, so we need to on that turbo, like enable turbo. For that thing we have to create one more method, public void enable turbo. Okay, so we need to set that turbo enabled as a true. This the turbo enable is equal to true. Okay, so here we can print one string out dot print ln is turbo mode activity. Turbo mode activated. So we have created the car as a parent class, and the sports car it's a child class. Here sports car we extend the using the car. Okay, so in sports car we have that private variable called turbo enabled. Okay, in normal car we don't have that variable, only have that variable in the sports car. Okay, now we need to call those things in our main. Okay, so I will create an instance that sports car, that sports car. Okay, I can set the my car. Okay, the new sports car. Okay, the sports car. Okay, can give a name as a sports car, the name Ferrari. Okay, so I can add the speed. The normal speed we can say it's a 200 kilometer per hour. Okay, so we need to inherit the method called drive. Okay, so we have created the object regarding that sports car, but now we are using my car dot drive. Okay, the drive method you can see in the car class, but we are calling here for the sports car. Okay, the next thing is my car dot dot enable true turbo. We have created a separate method for the enable turbo. Okay, so now I will run this code. The brand expected line number 2 and line number 11 and line number 31. Okay, we can see the output is the Ferrari is driving at 200 kilometers per hour. Okay, so right now we are using the Ferrari, so turbo mode is activated because of we are calling that method the turbo enable turbo. Inside the enable turbo you can see the turbo enabled is true. Okay, and basically yeah, this is regarding the and the drive. You can see the drive method we have created in the car, but we can use in the sports car also. This is called, we can say, it's a inheritance. The inheritance in the sense we can get the properties from the one class to another class, from the parent to child. You can get the method from one class to one another method class, called like this. So this is your one class and this is your another class. Okay, from this class we are taking that drive in the this sports car. You can see here. So this is called, we can say, it's an inheritance. So you guys are understand this inheritance?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about Kaustubh and Yuvraj?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Priyanka, can you tell me the inheritance regarding? Priyanka?
Repeat.
Sorry? Okay, so I'm asking regarding that. You need to explain regarding that inheritance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Inheriting, it is the properties from one class to another class, like inheriting the properties from one class to another class,
Mm-hmm.
a parent class to child class. So this type of chain, like grandparent to parent, parent to child.
Okay, what are the benefits? Can guess any one?
Expressing the parents' properties to child.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay. No, we know the thing actually we can taking those methods from the parent to child. But the main, yeah, I know the thing regarding the hierarchical design. Okay, apart from that thing, what about Kaustubh and Yuvraj?
Examples are cars, sir, normal car and sports car.
So yeah, can
Like
you explain a little bit? So how?
Code reusability.
Sorry.
Sir, code reusability.
Okay, yeah, that one is very important. And one more thing here, we can reduce the duplicate code. Okay, so for how duplicate in the sense, suppose if here we have created the class like car class. Okay, in the basic car we have the drive function, but suppose if we have created one more sports car, so we don't need to create the same method in this method. If it is created, then we can say it's a duplication. Okay, there is a main reason to reduce the code duplication, and it simplifies the maintenance also. For that like the three things, we can say it's an inheritance. The first thing, it's a duplication. Second thing, it's a maintenance. Third thing, it's a reuse, like hierarchical design, like parent to child, child to grandchild, like that. Got it?
Yes, sir.
sir,
Okay. Okay, here we have created the parent. Okay, in the parent class we have some methods, so user can able to take those methods in the child class. Okay, the next thing regarding the polymorphism. Okay, the polymorphism. Okay, the polymorphism. Okay, basically the polymorphism means we can say it's many forms. Okay, poly means it's a many, and morphism forms. So basically it's allowing this in a single method, we can say single method or object or interface to behave the differently based on the context. Okay, you can take one real world example called remote control. Okay, the remote control can control the different devices like AC, TV, etc., but the behavior of the button changes depends on the device. You can take one more example called person. Okay, the person can behave the differently depending on the situation. For example, the same individual could be a teacher in the classroom, and parent at a home, and customer at a store. Similar in the oops, one object can take many forms. So I will write here. So this is a one parent, like okay, person. This is a one person, for example. Okay, this person can behave differently depending on situation. Okay, the person 1 and person can work, person can customer also. How means, suppose the same individual could be a teacher, the person teacher, and second one and parent at home, and third thing customer at store. Okay, so similarly the oops, basically this person we can imagine as the object, can take many forms. Object can have the teacher name and parent name and customer name, like that. Okay, so I will create a simple object here. This is the one person object. Person object. 1 minute. Sorry, so here we can see the object, the person. Okay, so the person can, like the person object can name. Okay, the name is we can say it's sorry, the name is Ram. Okay, and next thing the age. Okay, it's 23, and the number just is object. Okay, don't compare it to any other thing. Okay, just I'm creating the one object. Okay, so basically the polymorphism, we can say it's a mini form. Okay, it allows the single method object interface to behave differently based on the context. Okay, for example, we can take as a person, the person can behave differently. It's depending on the situation. For example, the same individual person can teacher in the classroom and parent at home, customer at store. Okay, so there are two types of the polymorphism. One, it's a compile time polymorphism. One, it's a runtime polymorphism. Here, compile time form polymorphism. Compile type, okay, time polymorphism, and next one, it's a runtime. Okay, these are the two types we can say regarding the polymorphism. Okay, so the compile time polymorphism means like it's a method overloading. Method overloading in the sense the multiple methods can with the same name but different parameters. We have discussed yesterday only, I think. Okay, and the runtime polymorphism in the sense it's a method overriding. Okay, so method overriding means the method is the, like we can say the method in the child class, the override a method in the parent class. Okay, I will write those two here. So
Sir, repeat it also.
okay, just I'm writing 1 minute. Method overloading, and the method overriding. Okay, so basically polymorphism like have two types. Okay, the first type it's a compile time polymorphism. The second type it's the runtime polymorphism. Okay, the first that compile time polymorphism in the sense it's a method overloading, and that runtime in the sense it's a method overriding. Okay, the method overloading in the sense the here we can say the multiple methods with the same name but different parameters. Okay, and the runtime means like the method overloading means the method in the child class override the parent, like override the method in the parent class. Okay, we can create, like we can write the code also for this thing. Okay, for example you can take for the compile time polymorphism. I will write the code here. For example, you can create on calculator. User can able to sum. The class is calculator. Okay. So here I can create one method as add public int add int a and int b. Okay, we can return those a plus b because we are adding those variables. Okay, so I will create one more method because we are checking here that method overloading. Okay, public double add. Okay, double a and double b. Okay, so here also we are returning a plus b. Okay, so in the main method we can create an object. Okay, regarding that calculator okay, cals is equal to new meter. Okay, we have created one reference to the cal c. Okay, now I need to call that cal c. So the first one it's a normal one in the sense it's with like it's int, and second one it's a double. The fourth method name is the same only. Okay, the cals dot add adding the number like 4 and 3. The second thing cals dot add 3 point something 5 and 4.5. Okay, here we need to check the output. Why we are getting this error? Cals dot add int is not possible. Okay,
Sir, 50 line.
number 15. Okay, 4.5 I wrote the 4 comma 5. Okay, yeah, so this is regarding the method or method overloading. So we have this multiple methods as the same name. Multiple methods, this is add this one method and one more method is the same name, but we have the different parameters. So we taking the parameter as a int, like int data types. Here we have taking like double data types. So this is the thing regarding the method overloading example. Okay, so now we can see for the runtime polymorphism example. For example, you can take one animal. Okay, the class animal. Okay, so animal can take one method through the animal. So the sound, no, we can take a method called sound. Okay, the public void and sound. This is the method for the animal. So here we are printing system dot out dot print ln animal makes sound. Animal makes a sound. Okay, so this is our one class. Okay, so we need to extend we need to create one more class regarding that for overriding. For the overriding means we have to create a two more class. We need to check. Okay, so here the class, you can take one name, the animal name. You can take the dog. Okay, here dog is extends the animal. Okay, so here I can create the same method. Okay, the same this one I will create here method. Okay, and here I will add the print statement is a dog can bark. Dog barks. Okay, and I will create one more method for cat. Class cat extends the animal. Okay, so here I will create the same method, like the same method for cat also. Okay, the cat, you can set a cat mew. Okay, so we need to create an instance in the main method.
Sir, cat name.
Sorry,
It's a cat or dog name.
sorry, it's just a string. Okay, so here now we can create a instance for that thing. So we can do one thing here. Okay, the animal we can set as the my animal, because of we are checking here like polymorphism. Okay, here I'm checking the my animal. Okay, is a new dog. It's a new object, we can say. So basically here I will call this method my animal dot sound. Okay, the same thing for the cat. Okay, now we can run the code. So here the line number 20, it's showing the cannot find the symbol. Okay, the basically the class name should be start from the capital letter. Okay, you can see the dog barks and the cat mews. Okay, so you'll get some other error. Okay, for that thing, so you have to add that override keyword. Okay, for the two classes, that dog and cat. That animal class is the main parent, we can say. Okay, so we need to add that override like this. Okay, so this is regarding that
Yes.
the runtime polymorphism, means like method overriding. So if you guys are trying in that like IntelliJ IDEA or VS Code, then you will get some error thing actually. Okay, so this is regarding that polymorphism. So polymorphism, in the sense, it's a many form. Basically, it allowing the single method, object, and interface to behave different based on a context. Okay, so basically for the real world example, you can take the remote control. Remote control can control the different devices like TV and AC, but the behavior button is changes depending on the devices. Okay, and the polymorphism has a two types. One, it's a compile time polymorphism, means it's a method overloading, and runtime polymorphism, in the sense it's a method overriding. Okay, and you can take one example. The person can behave differently depending on a situation. For example, the same individual could be a teacher in the classroom and a parents at home, and customer at a store. Similarly, in the OOPS, one object can take many forms. So that is the main thing regarding the polymorphism. So did you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
What about
Yes,
Kaustubh
sir.
Yes,
and
sir.
what about
Yes, sir.
Yuvraj?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you give me one example for one more example for polymorphism? Think.
Runtime or compile time?
You can give anyone. Try. Priyanka, Kaustubh, and Yuvraj. I need one example regarding the polymorphism.
Sir, like Amazon app,
How?
we are buying products like shoes.
Mm-hmm.
In that, we have many types, like a price and color and different type of behavior.
Okay. What about Kaustubh and
Like
Yuvraj?
we
Yeah, got it actually from Priyanka. So, what about Kaustubh and Yuvraj? You can just think one.
Sir, hotel, sir.
Sorry?
Like 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star.
Hotel. How? Can you give me some, like, can you elaborate? We can discuss and tell me, not a problem. But like you guys are need to understand. So regarding that polymorphisms. Can you try?
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah, try. If it is wrong, not a problem. Just you have to try actually.
booking travels. Sir, like booking travels app.
How?
Uh,
You can think till now, till I will explain regarding that override, why we need override actually. Okay, so basically, why override in the sense, basically it provides a specific behavior for the subclasses. Okay, in our parent class, there is an animal. Okay, and we have that sound method. It's provide the general implementation called animal makes a sound. Okay, in the child class you can see there is a dog and cat. Okay, in the same sound method is overridden to to the provide a behavior specific to the type animal. The dog says a dog bark and cat says the cat mew. So this allow each subclasses to tailor the inherited method to match its own behavior. And next thing, it's I can say it's a polymorphism. Basically, it allows the animal reference to point to the object of the subclasses. The subclasses in the sense is the dog and a cat. Basically, it's execute the appropriate overridden method based on the actual object of type at a runtime. So in code you can see, okay, that animal, my animal, like the reference type is the animal, but that object is a dog. And next line we are like to execute the dog's version of the sound. So similarly, this cat also, the cat, this for this thing, the reference type is the animal, but the object is cat. And next line it's execute the cat's version of the sound. Okay, the next thing regarding, like again one more thing regarding that override. So it's a reuse a parent class code. For example, you can take that animal class can act as a blueprint. This animal class acts as a blueprint. Okay, the common functionality can be used it's reused in subclasses while allowing them to the specialize only where needed. Okay, so now we can start regarding that regarding what left, it's abstraction. Okay, abstraction. Okay, the abstraction means, so basically it's hide you the implementation details of the system. Okay, the only shows the essential features to the user. It can be achieved using the abstract classes or interface. So mainly we can say it's hide the implementation details. Okay, so that for example, so when you withdraw the money from the ATM, okay, so you don't need to know the how many merchants verify your account and calculate the balance and communicate with the bank server. Okay, for example, in the real life, so you only interact with the ATM user interface, like buttons or screens. The complex backend process are abstracted. You don't know the backend thing, you know those 6 buttons on screen, so you don't know internally any fundamental or any implementation thing. Just you need to click on the button withdraw and you will get some amount. So behind the button there is a implementation, so that one is hidden. So that hide implementation, we can say it's a abstraction. The only essential operations are made visible to you. Okay, so like one more example you can take, like when you drive a car, you don't worry about how the engine works. Okay, you only use the steering, accelerate, a brake. Okay, the engine part, you can say it's a hide the implementation detail. Okay, the and the benefits part of the this is the one, like there are the two benefits regarding that abstraction. The first thing, basically it simplifies the system for the user. Second thing, it's a promotes the focus on the what an object does rather than how it works. Okay, so we can do an code for abstract classes. So do we need to continue this class, or do I need to end here?
Sir, tomorrow, sir.
Okay, sure, not a problem. Okay, you guys are understand till now, so what I explained?
Yes, sir.
What about
Yes.
Priyanka, Kaustubh?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and please do the code as a practical in your system. So because this code needs to be pushed in GitHub. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and the fundamentals should be strong.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll see you in the next class. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
okay, thank you.